When a private prayer becomes an international controversy, what's at stake? Tonight, Maya untangles historical wounds and community consequences, while Leo probes intent and free will claims, because a candidate's family remark now risks reshaping U.S.-India ties and how faith shows up in politics. Tonight, a private wish meets a public storm. At a campus event, Vice President J.D. Vance said he hopes his Hindu-raised wife one day embraces his Christian faith. Applause in Mississippi. Backlash from Delhi to Washington. Here are the facts. Late October, Turning Point USA at the University of Mississippi. Vance said, "Do I hope? Yeah, I honestly do," adding the couple decided to raise their kids Christian, and that most Sundays his wife joins him at church. Afterward, he posted on X that his wife is not Christian, has no plans to convert, and he will love and support her. He credits her for nudging him back to faith. Some reports note a now deleted reply calling the backlash anti-Christian bigotry. That is the split.
Context matters. Critics in India hear colonial echoes. One New Delhi voice called it ridiculous and wrong. That is not hypersensitivity. It is memory. Proselytizing is not abstract when your ancestors lived through missionary power. And power is the point. When an elected leader treats his faith as the ultimate ideal for everyone, including his wife, it stops being personal. It becomes a public hierarchy with Christianity at the top.
Or it is a husband's prayer, a Christian's witness, and a human being's freedom. Free will is the core here. Hoping is not hounding. Saying what you believe in your own marriage is not a state decree. Media dogpiles love a faith fight, but family lines matter. He said he will love and support her regardless. Take that seriously before turning a pew into a policy plank.
Plenty do not buy it. A progressive YouTube host called it gaslighting and said watching him feels like a hostage video. Why? Because the right has politicized Catholic symbols, turning piety into a coalition brand.
Politically, the stakes are high. He is floated as a 2028 contender. He was notably absent from Dick Cheney's funeral, a sign of GOP fractures. The episode now ricochets between domestic critics and India's watchful public.
Layer on the rhetoric that scapegoats immigrants for structural problems, and the message to non-Christians reads, assimilate or stand outside. That is the belonging test critics warned about. Politics should be policy, not theology. Hindu American groups say this undercuts dignity. In India, a high-profile Hindu-born woman converting is not just private. It can feel like public humiliation, a replay of coercive histories. That is the wound the remark touched.
Also, online India is not one mood. One Hindi farm vlogger spent the day towing tractors and fixing parts. Life goes on. Outrage clips do not equal a nation's consensus. If only public debate had a toggle gear shift mode. Better yet, let nuance grow 4 times faster, like that farming game mod. Hot takes would cool before they scorch the whole field.
Accountability is not a hot take. Say plainly, no religious test for belonging. Meet Hindu American leaders, listen without defensiveness, and commit to keeping personal evangelism out of official messaging.
Apply one standard. We should extend the same grace to interfaith families across parties. Some conservatives praised Usha as an asset. Great. Also heed the Democrat who said, attack the policies. Leave his family out of it.
Unanswered questions. Where is the line between a private hope and a public signal? How does this shape ties with Hindu Americans and with India? As Ma argued, history scars perception. As Leo insists, intention and free will matter.
Hold on. One more thought. Faith is a witness, not a whip. Keep it that way and most people will shrug and move on.
Next, we will hear from interfaith spouses in public life and from diplomats who manage these sensitivities. We will track whether this story fades as a marriage story or reshapes how faith shows up in policy. Stay with us.